Hello guys, this is Big Fish, and probably if you can see from the background, I am currently synthesizing and crafting more alchemy stones for me to actually yeah, it's not too good, but that's okay. We're gonna be actually reacting to this combat video, so we're probably gonna watch it first, and then we can sort of probably get a reaction from myself, and I'll probably given some thoughts about what I expect the class would be. We can probably make some sort of maybe a prediction of which would have what kind of effect or which would have super armor. Okay, so I think we can sort of like see a little bit about what the class is all about and how the class actually works. To be completely honest with you, I am quite sure this class would resemble a lot like the Hasashin, but probably with a mix of a couple of different classes. I'm looking at some of the skills being completely copied from the Raven, from the Warlord, and from the Lotus as well. So we're gonna look into the video, and with a bit, probably we're gonna slow it down by 50%. Probably remove the sound altogether. So this skill, with the slashing skill that she did just earlier, is probably some sort of farming skill. As you can see there, she's stationary, so she's not really moving. So it's probably a skill that will have very little impact on the arenas, and I don't think we will ever use that one. So we're gonna look into the rest. Okay. Now, this skill, where she makes those water waves, I'm predicting that is quite similar to Crescent Wave, which belongs to the Warlord, or the skill which the like the Berserker used to do, the damage filler for the Berserker. So this is probably one of those. Now, this sliding thing, this sliding animation is one of two things. It could be her evasion that just looks like that, or it's a class with a dash type skill where she slides like on the water. Either one. Okay, damage filler again. Now, that like somersault skill is probably an opening skill. I'm quite sure that that's an opening skill. Now, this explosion thing is where it kind of looks a lot like Raven, but on a much bigger scale. I'm pretty much sure that like slam dunk skill is probably a knockdown skill or a bound. It's either one. It's probably a bound or a knockdown. Pretty sure. Now, back in this garbage. Okay, damage filler. This opening skill. This is probably like, we're probably gonna use that slam dunk skill a lot. Pretty sure, honestly. I'm pretty sure we will use that skill a lot. Now, this is where it looks a lot like the Hasashin's Breath of All. It's basically like an invincible or a super armor skill, which is like a mobility. So I'm pretty much like, I'm looking at a class with two mobility skills, one being short and one being super long, like the Breath of All. I'm also seeing a skill with probably like an invincible, which is the explosion thingy. It's probably like, it's probably like an invincible skill. Damage filler. This skill, this one might be invincible. It could be. This one is also invincible. This teleporting, this like mobility skill. So we're gonna look at that one again, and we'll see how we can actually okay. Damage filler, blah blah blah. Nothing special. Nothing special. Damage filler. Okay. I'm actually most interested with that like the where she rides the waves thingy. I don't know if that is whoa, two destructive alchemy stone. Whoa, that's nice. All right, that sliding thingy is. I'm pretty sure that that's an evasion because I saw her using it a couple times and then like using two different skills before she like after she used that. Okay, this puddle of water is probably part of the combo. It's probably a damage filler as well. Now, this is a dash type skill. We can look at that one again. This is probably a dash type skill. Give me a second. Here. There you go. That's probably a dash type skill. So, I'm pretty sure that this class is designed a little bit like... Okay, this diving thingy. And she can get out of that. So I think this class is meant to be played like a hit and run kind of type, like much like the Assassin. I don't see a lot of like those blue aura glowing, which actually indicates a super armor skill. So I don't think that this class might have a lot of super armor. Most of the skills are a bit very, very flashy. So I think that the cooldown will actually be quite long. That's pretty much like something that I would think about when I'm designing a class. Like if a class of skills might have a lot of super armor, we might make the super armor a bit long with longer super armor. See, like this one lacks the bluish glow. Damage filler. This one has super armor. This one has super armor. This one also has super armor. This skill where she kind of throws like some sort of water, like magical power or something, and create a puddle of water, that is probably part of a combo. That's probably gonna be a setup, or it's probably gonna be a setup. Like that will be put on like probably if you step on it, you'll be slowed, or maybe you'll like something. There has to be it's a field effect, so it's probably gonna like if someone enters that kind of water puddle, they might have like some sort of debuff. I'm pretty sure about that. Okay. Get in. This is probably invincible. Probably during travel, she has super armor. This thing is probably a knockdown skill. Once she dives in and then she comes out, that's probably like when she dives in, it's probably gonna be a daze or stun. And then like with the moment she exploded and she came out of the water, that is probably gonna be like a knockdown or a knock up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a knock up because it makes more sense, you know, like she's like diving from, she's like, it's like an uppercut from under down the water. So it's probably gonna be a knock up skill, which is quite nice because knock up is probably the best out of the three finishing skills. We'll look at that one again and see what we miss. Okay, there's nothing. Damage filler. Now, this surfing skill, give me a second, alright? This surfing skill is either an evasion or a dash type skill. We can tell that one. So, this is probably like a conclusion of what we can put out this class to be. This class is probably going to be a class designed to be fast, with probably a lot of maybe super armor. I'm not sure about a forward guard. Probably this the skill she used at the very beginning has those blue aura. This one has a blue aura, so this skill could be a forward guard or a super armor, either one. I'm not sure. We don't know, but that's probably it. The only thing that I can say about this class is probably if I were gonna CC to this class or like a class, I need to have like 3 things that I would probably like think about before CCing to a class. One, I would look if the class has a forward guard or not. If it doesn't have a forward guard, big chance I'm not gonna use it, because if you have no forward guard as a melee, yeah, that's a bit hard to will hunt with. You can probably still will hunt with it, but it's not gonna bring you very far. So, as far as I can see, I think that this Corsair might have a lot of stealth, has an invincible and probably acts similarly to a Hashashin. Very, very interesting class. Very fast as well. Probably not as fast as Primrose or Windwalker, but it's still going to be a pretty fast class. So I'm pretty interested to find out what this class would bring to the meta. I am pretty sure like 99.9%, like a lot of people will CC to this class as a main. But we don't know what will happen later on. But I have a lot of hopes for this class. It could be an interesting class as well. Probably it's going to bring out a lot more flair into what a class could be. And probably it will change a lot of things in the arenas. Maybe we can learn different strategies to fight against the Corsair later on. But for now, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and appreciate my opinions about the class. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys again very, very soon. See you guys.